days in which to revise and extend their remarks and insert extraneous material on H.R. 2494.
Without objection. Pursuant to House Resolution 398 and the Rule 18, the Chair declares the House in the Committee of the Whole House on the State of the Union for the consideration of H.R. 2494. The Chair appoints the gentleman from Guam, Mr. Moylan, to preside over the Committee of the Whole.
The House is in Committee of the Whole on the State of the Union for consideration of H.R. 2494, which the clerk will report by title.
A bill to make the assault of a law enforcement officer a deportable offense and for other purposes.
Pursuant to the rule, the bill is considered read the first time. General debate shall be confined to the bill and shall not exceed 1 hour, equally divided and controlled by the chair and the ranking minority member of the Committee on the Judiciary or their respective designees. The gentleman from Alabama, Mr. Moore, and the gentleman from New York, Mr. Nadler, each will control 30 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Alabama, Mr. Moore.
Mr. Chair, I yield myself as much time as I may consume.
The gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As we celebrate National Police Week, it is only appropriate that we pass H.R. 2494, the Police Act of 2023. H.R. 2494 makes an alien removable if they assault a police officer. 43,649, that is a staggering number of law enforcement officers who were assaulted while performing their duties in just 2021. That represents an 11.2% increase from 2020. In both 2021 and 2022, at least 64 law enforcement officers were shot and killed in the line of duty. In my home state of Alabama, 5 law enforcement officers were shot and killed. That is a 21% increase over the number killed from 2010 to 2020. To make matters worse, many of those incidents involve criminal aliens who take advantage of our immigration system and then turn around and assault the very people who protect us every day. In a single 2-month operation in 2020, Immigration and Customs Enforcement arrested aliens with criminal histories with 1,500 convictions, all charges for assault. In 2019, ICE arrested aliens who accounted for 45,804 assault convictions and charges. The report speaks for themselves. Just 2 months ago, an illegal alien violently assaulted a U.S. border agent as she attempted to arrest him. In November of 2022, 2 aliens were arrested for pushing, dragging, and punching a Border Patrol agent in another incident. And these acts of violence are not limited to just Border Patrol. Just last fall, a criminal alien who was sentenced 30 years prison for stabbing a New York Police Department officer, taking his gun, and then shooting at other officers. In 2020, a criminal alien shot and killed Houston Police Sergeant as he responded to a domestic violence call. Despite these acts, the immigration statute does not explicitly make assaulting a law enforcement officer a deportable offense. H.R. 2494 changes that by creating grounds of removability specific to aliens who assault law enforcement officers. Although many such offenders can be removed based on other grounds, such as an aggravated assault, felony, or crime involving moral turpitude, H.R. 2494 ensures that criminal aliens cannot escape the immigration consequences of their actions through legal loopholes. Determining whether an alien is removable from the country is not as straightforward as it should be. In a case from last year, a federal judge observed that the process to determine whether an alien had been convicted of a crime that would make him removable presented a single legal question about a single conviction. Despite seemingly easy questions, the analysis spawned over 11 years, counting, 4 decisions to the Board of Immigration Appeals, 4 decisions by 3 different immigration judges, approximately 6 rounds of briefing, and a split opinion by a federal court. This bill would avoid those absurd results and approach to make crystal clear that an alien who assaults a law enforcement officer can be removed from the United States. Democrats have argued that this bill would encompass too much conduct due to state definitions of assault. That couldn't be further from the truth. Listen to what the bill requires. First, either an admission or a conviction of an assault or an offense. The assault must have been against a law enforcement officer, and that assault must have been while the law enforcement officer was performing his or her duties because of the performance of those duties or because of his or her status as a law enforcement officer. Democrats' far-fetched hypotheticals make light of all assault against law enforcement officers and do not align with reality. If an alien admits to assaulting a law enforcement officer, but a far-left prosecutor refuses to prosecute that crime, why should that alien escape immigration consequences? Make no mistake, criminal aliens who assault dedicated men and women of law enforcement should find no safe harbor under our immigration laws. H.R. 2494 gives adjudicators a tool to ensure that these criminal aliens can quickly be removed from this country. In doing so, we make America safer not only for our citizens, but also for the hardworking men and women of law enforcement who serve our community every day. I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman from Alabama reserves. The gentleman